Hey everyone, it's Alison Heikkila. Thank you so much for joining me. It is time for my latest video for Imagine, and we're making a stenciled New Year's card, but you can use this for other celebratory occasions as well. So let's get started. We have the Delicata ink in Emerald Green. We have VersaFine Clair in Bali Blue, Warm Breeze, and Bluebell. The Bali Blue is one of the new colors of VersaFine Clair. I have my 6x6 gel press plate here and the Pop the Cork stencil from A Colorful Life Designs. I'm going to line up my cardstock. This is just plain accent opaque cardstock. It's not anything fancy. I usually use Strathmore Smooth Bristol cardstock when I'm ink blending, but I wanted to show you that you can use just regular cardstock as well sometimes. So I have a sponge dauber and I am applying the Emerald Green Delicata ink to the wine bottle. Delicata inks are the most shimmery, beautiful inks ever. I absolutely love them. If you haven't tried them, I urge you to give them a shot, especially the golden glitz and silvery shimmer. They're beautiful. I cleaned off the stencil a little bit because washi tape or low-tack tape doesn't really like to stick to ink. So I just cleaned it up a little bit so that I could mask off the top of that bottle so that I can come in with my VersaFine Clair inks. I have cosmetic sponges. You could still use sponge daubers, but this is a larger area and I just figured it would be easier to use a sponge dauber. And I'm starting with the Bali Blue right in the middle. And we're going to do a gradient from the lightest to the darkest colors on either side of that kind of explosion that's happening. So you could see it's really quick to do that. I save each cosmetic sponge in like a small baggie and I label them so that the inks don't get onto each other. Just makes it a little bit easier. Not the best to kind of keep in a drawer or anything. They kind of get all over the place, but I don't really want to mix the colors. These are pigment inks, so you can emboss with them, which you'll see in a moment. And I prefer to not use like blending brushes with pigment inks. I find they get a little bit gunky. So using the cosmetic sponges or the sponge daubers or something like that, in my opinion, is the best way to go. So you could see that I applied that Warm Breeze next to the Bali Blue, and now I'm going in with the Bluebell. You don't have to go too crazy. The design on this particular stencil is really fine. So you don't have to worry about the smoothest ink blends because it's kind of going to happen on its own because, again, that stencil is so detailed. If you're worried about getting your cardstock off of your gel press plate, you can just pull it up, bend the gel plate back a little bit, and then the cardstock will pop right off so that you don't accidentally warp your cardstock. I have some embossing powder. This is a clear embossing powder with a glitter in it. I don't think that this powder is available anymore, but I'm sure that many of you have some type of clear that you can use. I wanted glitter because it's a happy card. It's a celebration. So I wanted to use something glittery. Fine Clair inks are pigment inks, so they stay wet for a while, so you can emboss with them. The Delicata is also a pigment ink, but I didn't really want to emboss on that because it sort of takes away from the shimmer that happens in those ink pads. So I tried my best to not get any powder over there. So you could see how pretty this is now that it is embossed. It's super shiny. The Delicata looks fantastic, and it's just really fun. But of course, I needed to go a step further. So I grabbed my gold sheer shimmer spritz. I shook it up really well and then just applied some splatter all over the card. Just thought it would be fun, kind of adds to that explosion that's happening. And now I took a paper towel and I just kind of tapped it on top. You could let it air dry, but I was being impatient. I just wanted to get done because I didn't have a whole lot of time to craft. So this is a great one to make if you don't have a lot of time because it really doesn't take long to make. I have a Happy New Year stamp. This is a clearly Besotted set. Again, I don't believe that this is available, but you probably have something in your stash that you can use. Again, if you're not making a New Year's card, you can make this for happy birthday, congratulations, anything you want. But I really do like that Happy New Year from Clearly Besotted. I used the the Bluebell ink to stamp my sentiment right below that explosion that's happening. And then I grabbed the Bali Blue and I inked the edges of my card base. This is the same cardstock that I used for that focal layer. So that's nice. The weights are good. It's 100 pounds. And now I'm just inking that edge just to kind of enhance. I wanted to use that Bali Blue since that's such a new color. And I thought it looked really good. You could have used the Delicata also. You could have used any of these colors. You could have also left it white, but if you watch my videos, you know that I really like to always add color around the edges of my cards. And that's it for today. Really simple, really quick, but super duper festive. I hope you enjoyed this card, and I will see you again very soon. Be well, stay safe, peace out.